see you there. Just joking, I'm not blind.
I'm not blind either.
Kia ora, and welcome back to Active
Kids TV. Ko back to Goingoa.
Ko James Goingoa. What a week it has been at Breens.
We had our school speech finals this Monday, and these speeches were all amazing.
We also had the Breens Orchestra performance at Wairaki School just recently. Huge paki for those who performed in front of that massive audience.
We will now pass you over to Lucy, who will be interviewing Alex about Bankwest. There will also be some clips from Bankwest as well.
Hi, and welcome to Active Kids TV. I'm Lucy, and I'm here with Alex to talk about his experience at Bankwest. Hi Alex, how are you?
Good.
I've got some questions for you today. How did it feel getting up on stage and performing at Bankwest?
Oh, it was great. At first it can be a bit scary, but over time it's really easy. All you have to do is use some basic tips like looking at one person in the crowd and focusing on them, and then there's no one else in the room.
I find that very inspiring that you've found ways to cope with your stage fright. So, secondly, what's your favourite song that you've performed and why?
Definitely our original song because it was so cool making it and everyone enjoys it, and definitely my solo.
I'm sure that was fun. Do you see yourself as a confident person and why?
Yes, I do, and I think the more practice you get, the more confidence you gain, and it's the easier to talk.
I think you're a very confident person. Do you think you work well with the rest of your band?
Yes, we collaborate quite well, and we're always on task and joking around a lot about things that aren't relevant.
Well, that sounds like you have a great friendship. Would you do Bankwest again if you could?
Yes, I would, definitely, and I recommend it to everyone.
That's all we have time for. Thank you, Alex, for taking the time to talk to us about Bankwest. This is Lucy for Active Kids TV, and now we'll show you the video of the Bankwest performance.
Thanks for sharing with us about Bankwest. We will now pass you over to Benji, who will be talking about the Paralympics.
Hi there, I'm live here from Paris talking about the 2024 Paralympics. For those of you who don't know what the Paralympics are basically the Olympics but for people with disabilities. We've had some amazing athletes at this year's 2024 Paris Paralympics. One of them being Ali Chalice, who competed in the 100-metre freestyle with no legs and no arms. And she still came out with a silver medal. That's unbelievable. Imagine all those people doing all those amazing things. Sadly, that's all the time we have for today. But New Zealand, go for gold. We'll now pass you over to James and Max.
Thank you, Benji, for sharing us about Paralympics. Those people who compete in there must be amazing.
We will now pass you over to Alex, who will be sharing his speech with us.
Hi. Think about why homework is important at intermediate schools. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Why on earth am I trying to convince you that homework is good? Well, there are quite a few things I've recently discovered, mainly from watching my sister, who is now in high school, and how much work she has to do after school and in the weekends. Yes, in the weekends! Just so you know, it gets harder every year when assignments are due. Her first year of high school, she got homework for most subjects every week, and some twice a week. She said, "Holy cow, Batman, this is such a change from last year. Why don't we prepare for this at intermediate?" I thought, uh-oh, how am I going to be able to do all that? Dr. Seuss said, "The more that you read, the more things you'll know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go." I want to go everywhere, so I knew I had to up my game. Lots of people say homework is too stressful for kids and we should let them play and have fun instead. But I saw the struggle my sister had going from no homework to tons every week, and that seemed way more stressful to me. So, why is homework good for kids? Discipline. Homework teaches us that we all have to do things we don't want to do, just like tidying your room or doing the dishes. No one likes doing it, but we have to. This is something my mum says is really important as adults in the real world. At work, there's always tasks you don't want to do, but are just part of your job. And in everyday life, Mum really doesn't want to drive me around all the time playing the taxi driver. Over time, homework becomes a habit and shows commitment to our learning. It's just easier to get it done instead of arguing about why we shouldn't do it. Another skill that homework gives us is time management. This means organising our time so we get everything done where and when we need to. This means planning tasks and finishing assignments, getting them handed in by a certain day, and getting to classes on time. This helps at high school when we had to start doing exams and tests which have deadlines, just like homework does. Homework, you're saying? I'll pass. Well, you won't be passing exams either. Homework also gives you something to do at home. And before you say, I already do have something on my device, I'm pretty sure we all know that's not going to help. I sometimes find it hard to concentrate at school, so reading over something at home and doing a few exercises in my head without other distractions is a great way to get the info into my brain. There's more time to practice these skills at home where and when we feel comfortable. I think that homework helps me remember what I learn in class and maybe understand things a bit better, because you have to repeat tasks again and again in different ways. We know repetition is really important in learning. Just like trying new foods, you have to eat it over and over before you like it. Looks like I still need to try mushroom a few more times. Repetition is really important in learning. Do you see what I did there? Hopefully you remember it now then. Now, I'm not saying that I love doing homework and can't wait to get home and do hours of math, but I'm starting to see how it'll make my life much easier, especially next year at high school. I've told you about how doing work at home helps make us independent, teaches us how to plan and be organised with our time, and remember everything we learn using repetition. A famous inventor, Thomas Edison, said, "A genius is often a talented person who has simply done all of his homework." So, if you don't get homework, try ask for some. Who knows, you could be a super successful scientist or a world leader someday, all because of a little homework, and me of course. Don't worry, you can thank me later.
Well, that speech was great. Thanks, Alex, for sharing your speech with us. I think I might have to go home to do some homework.
Well, that's all we have time for today. I'm James from Active Kids TV.
And I'm Max.
Hi.
Hi,